With KNOP's Panhandle Roundup, I'm Victoria Norgard. The Nebraska Department of Transportation is reporting road work is beginning today in Dawes County. The road work is on N71 in Dawes County, with work consisting of asphalt milling and paving. Traffic will be maintained with lane restrictions and pilot cars and flaggers. A 12-foot width restriction is in effect with an anticipated completion coming in September of this year. And late last week, fireworks ignited a grass in Scottsbluff. KNEB reports that the Scottsbluff Rural Fire Department responded to a fire north of the former Scottsbluff Inn on Highway 26. Crews were on the scene for half an hour and confirmed that discarded fireworks were found in the area and sparked the fire. Officials are using the instance as a reminder to refrain from discharging fireworks near dry grass and reminding those discharging fireworks to keep water nearby as well. And as the fireworks celebrations get more and more frequent over the coming days, that can frighten many pets. Pets can react many different ways to the fireworks, but general tips are to try to keep your pets as far away from those fireworks as possible, as well as distracting them from the loud noise. This can include putting pets in an interior room or a kennel, lots of treats, and making sure that there is background noise to drown out the firework explosions.
What we recommend is if you know that you have a pet that doesn't deal well with that stuff, has a lot of anxiety over thunderstorms even, contact your vet and they can get a prescription for you if need be. Otherwise, putting them in a crate, a quiet room, turning a TV, turning a radio on, all those things can kind of help.
And the deadline to turn in signatures to get measures on the ballot this November is just 2 days away. From gathering outside businesses to taking on social events, these groups are making one final push to get signatures. One group, Nebraskans for Medical Marijuana, sent out what they are calling a final plea this morning to get the last 12,000 signatures they need, encouraging those who want to sign to head to Wine, Beer, and Spirit Store. Other groups like Paid Sick Leave for Nebraskans already turned in their signature last week, saying that they gathered more required in case there are issues with the validation process. And Nebraska is seeing a fast-growing season, which is good news for farmers, but creates blind intersections for drivers. Officials recommend slowing down in areas where corn is above your line of sight and make sure you're aware of your surroundings. Officials also said you should be aware of slow-moving farm equipment, such as tractors this time of year, who will also be sharing the road in rural areas. And now here's your Panhandle weather with meteorologist Andre Brooks.
Well, thank you so much, Victoria. And I'm here to tell you we are seeing those overcast conditions here across the Panhandle, with a little bit of rainfall starting to develop in the southeastern portion of our viewing area. And our current temperatures right now, our temperatures are mainly in the 70s, exception there in Chadron at 81 degrees. Here in Scottsbluff at 76, and we have 75 in Sydney. And we do have a marginal to slight chance severe weather during the day today, and this means that we could see some damaging winds and hail, and also an outside chance of a tornado. And the timing for these storms will occur into the afternoon hours, and we're going to be seeing those temperatures increase into the 80s throughout the day. And once we get into tonight, temperatures will drop on down into the 60s, and we'll see a break from the rain on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we do have a chance of seeing some chances of showers and thunderstorms. So Victoria, looks like the active pattern continues.
Thank you, Andre. And even though it's not quite as hot out there as it has been the past few days, when you go out to your car, it's going to feel uncomfortable. The Nebraska Safety Council has a few tips to keep cool in your vehicle. The group says it all starts with prep work. You'll want to make sure all your fluids are fresh and topped off, including transmission fluid and coolant. Also, make sure proper ventilation reaches the back seat for children and pets. For the first minute of driving, you should have all windows down to get the humid air out.
Start letting out that humid air and letting in the fresh air. We start moving for about 15 seconds, then we start rolling up the back windows. And after they're up, another 15 seconds, and we can start rolling up the front windows. And that gets all that humid air out of our cabin of our vehicle.
Drivers should also check their tire pressure as often as they can, as the heat from the roads can increase the pressure. And 15,000 U.S. auto dealers are racking up hundreds of millions of dollars in losses as the CDK cyber attack stretches into its second week. Last week's attack has made it difficult for dealers to track customer interactions, orders, sales, negotiations, service records, even payrolls. As a precaution, most of their systems have been shut down. Dealers are concerned because summer is a busy car buying season, and this attack could set off a very weak start. And that's all we have for now. Remember to join us weekdays for the Panhandle Roundup, covering the stories in the Panhandle that matter to you. Have a great day.